Pick out a few books for the lucky person receiving this gift. Once you have your books, start wrapping each one in clear cellophane gift wrap, basically just like you would any present. This will give everything a really polished look in the end. I chose books for my own collection, but of course you could run to the bookstore or even thrift some too. Next, spread out a large square of brown craft paper. A quick tip here is to tape down the four corners so that the paper stops curling up on you while you're working. Now cut a small square notch out of the top corner of your paper. Now go ahead and grab some cardboard out of the recycling and use packing tape to attach your books to the cardboard. You'll want to arrange these in a staggered pattern so that they feel layered and balanced. Next, add a little extra color by layering a piece of tissue paper underneath the top edge of your books. And now place your books near the top corner of your craft paper, and this is where things start to get really pretty. Pull flowers out of your bouquet and begin arranging them all around your books. Start with the larger greenery pieces and fuller flower bunches in the back layer, tucking the stems down underneath the cardboard backing of your books. Play around with this arrangement until it feels full and balanced and really complements the books. I think this is such a fun gift idea for your mom, your best friend, a teacher, or honestly any book lover in your life. Once your flowers are all arranged, fold the edges of your craft paper inward and bring them toward the center to form your bouquet wrap. Secure everything with a little tape and then finish it off with pretty ribbon tied around the center. And just like that, you have the most beautiful book bouquet. It feels so thoughtful, unique, and way more personal than a standard gift bag. And what makes this extra special is just how customizable it could be. You can choose books by their favorite author or a certain genre, pretty matching book covers to match a color scheme, or even meaningful books that you know they've been wanting to read.
Grab an old book to make a unique decoration. Carefully slice 3 pages from a book. Measure and cut squares from each of the pages. The easiest sizes to work with are 4 or 5 inches. Working with one square at a time, fold in half diagonally, then fold in half again 2 more times. Repeat with the other 2 squares. Cut a small tip from the folded corner of each piece. Draw a half circle on the opposite side. It should look like an ice cream cone. Cut out the half circle and use that piece as a template to repeat with the other 2 pieces. When you open them up, they will look like 8 petaled flowers. Take one flower and cut out 1 petal. Take the next flower and cut out 2 petals. Take the third flower and cut out 3 petals. You should now have 6 pieces with 1, 2, 3, 5, 6, and 7 petals. Put the 1 and 2 petal pieces to the side for now. Use a toothpick or lollipop stick to gently curl the petals outward for a more authentic appearance. Starting with the 7-petal piece, use a hot glue gun to attach the cut sides. Repeat with the 6, 5, and 3-petal pieces. If the 3-petal piece is sticking up too high, you can trim the bottom. Use hot glue to attach the pieces, largest to smallest, staggering the petals for a more natural effect. Take the 2-petal piece and draw a thin line of hot glue. Gently place it in the center of the flower and open the sides till you get the look you desire. Make as many as you like and use them in various ways. You can make a bookmark by gluing another page from the book to both sides of a sturdy piece of cardboard. Punch a hole toward the top and thread the flower through, and secure with hot glue. You can attach 1 or more to a wrapped present. Use lollipop sticks threaded through the flowers and attached with hot glue to create a fun bouquet for a jar or vase.
Are you looking for a thoughtful and budget-friendly Mother's Day gift? I started by vacuuming the basket and then wiping it down with a damp cloth and a little mild soap. This removes dust and refreshes the weave. Everything else got a good wash with warm soapy water. With everything cleaned up, it's time to assemble. I'm arranging the plate holders in the back, adding this lantern for a cozy touch, popping in those pretty plastic cups, we don't want anything to break after all, and adding these pretty napkins for a touch of color. You can customize this gift with mom's favorite snacks, fresh fruit, or a bottle of sparkling water so it's ready to go. A pop of greenery, a ribbon, and a handwritten note takes it to the next level, making this thrifted gift feel so intentional and thoughtful. Wouldn't you love receiving a picnic like this?
Buy some nested gift boxes at your local craft store for a little twist on gift giving. Take the largest of the gift boxes and cut the side seams of the box. I tried scissors first, but found that a serrated knife worked best to quickly and easily cut the sides. Now, take some wrapping paper and cut a piece that is larger than the sliced open box. Then, cut the paper in an outline around the box, cutting a couple of inches larger than the entire box. In a well-ventilated area, apply spray adhesive to one side of the box. Center the sprayed side on the cut paper and press down, securing it. Next, spray the top of the box with an even coat of spray adhesive. Once sprayed, take some smaller pieces of wrapping paper and press them onto the sprayed seams of the box with the pattern side up. Cut the inner corners of the paper diagonally with scissors. Wrap and press the outer perimeter of the paper onto the box. It works best to fold the corners onto the box and wrap the end pieces over the box flap. Then wrap the side edges over the box edge. Repeat this process with all 4 flaps of the box. Once the spray adhesive has dried, you might want to give the open areas of the box a small repeat spray of the adhesive. Then press and cover the open areas of the box with squares of wrapping paper. Repeat this entire process with 2 more boxes that fit within each other. I used 3 boxes, but you can vary the number of boxes for your gift based on the final gifts that you are wrapping. You now have 3 splayed boxes and lids that are completely covered with wrapping paper. Take some small gifts and treats and adhere them to the inner sides of each box with double-sided tape. My gift is for a baby shower for a dear friend who is having a little girl. I attached a couple of small toys, baby spoons, a baby book, some chocolate for the mother-to-be, and a special ceramic figurine for the center of the smallest box. Whether a baby shower, birthday party, or even Mother's Day, the recipient will have no idea what is in store with this lovely package, and they will have a great surprise when they open the first, second, and third boxes.
I grabbed a styrofoam ball and a bottle of wine, and we're going to use the styrofoam ball as our mechanics. All we're going to do is take that styrofoam ball and place it on top of the wine bottle. Now that we have the impression, all we're going to do is just take a knife and scoop some of that out. And we're going to just simply put that on top of the wine bottle. Now I have some greenery and flowers that you can find from nicksseasonaldecor.com. All we're going to do is just snip off each stem individually. Now we'll just take our stems and poke them right into the styrofoam. You can of course work in some hot glue, but if you cut your stems at least 1/2 inch to 1 inch, they'll stay right in place. And we're going to just go throughout and work these in. Now all we're going to do is just take these flowers and poke them right in. So depending on your friend or your family or your loved one or whoever you're designing this for, whatever their favorite color is, you can spruce it up and match it accordingly. Now we have these really pretty pink flowers, and these actually match the rosé and the color of the wine perfectly. And time for our finishing touch, a dollar store stick balloon. And these come in any saying, any color, and I think these are really cute. So they do have a stick that's attached to it. We're actually going to cut that stick a little bit short by about 1/2 or so. And all we're going to do is take this and work it in the side. And here is how it turned out, you guys. I absolutely love it, and it was so inexpensive to do. Depending on the bottle of wine, it can range anywhere from $5 to probably like $10,000 for a bottle of wine. But the floral aspect of it, $1 for the styrofoam ball, a few dollars worth of florals, and $1 for the balloon, and that is it. You can also pick up those balloons from the grocery store. So thank you all so much for watching. I'm Nick Creticus of Nick's Seasonal Decor, and you're watching at Home Talk. See you in the next episode.
Did you know you can create a beautiful gift basket for a housewarming or newly married couple with items from the thrift store? So the first thing I always do when I get home with stuff from the thrift store is I want to wash it. So I filled up my sink with some warm soapy water and I washed everything that I could, everything that could be submerged. The next thing that I did was, before I started filling the basket and personalizing it, I found a piece of ribbon from a sewing cabinet. This is from an old gift years ago, and I decided to weave it into the basket. This is just creating a more custom look for it. I ended up buying a hand towel and a box of tea to fill this basket out, and so the cream ribbon also went along with the color of the hand towel that I had chosen, and also went along with the coffee mugs with their red and their blue with the white in between, so I knew it would match. And then added in the spoons as well, crossing them over again for some visual interest, and then added the whisk between. I added in that box of tea because the box was so beautiful, so it added in really well. So overall, this gift basket was less than $20, and it's beautiful. Hope you enjoy.